everyone, welcome back to Northwestern Central Railroad. Sorry for the insanely long video. I just had to take a little bit of a break because, you know, education, and also I wanted to work out some personal stuff. But we're back, and I want to jump on the bandwagon that is the ever-loving hatred towards the brand new Lionel 125th Anniversary 2025 Volume 1 catalog. Now, I have seen this before. I have seen the live streams with Eric Siegel, and I think it was Nick's Crossan that did a video on this, and I fully understand. This is like my 9-year-old senses turning on, knowing that, hey, I know why Cars 2 is terrible. And I have my opinions about it, but we're just going to go along and start with the beginning. See a table of contents. Thank you, Howard Hitchcock. You screwed us over again. Now, I'm not saying this originally, but I believe Nick's Crossing's YouTube, Nick over there, he said that, this is not my idea, but he's saying that it would actually be a pretty cool idea if they made this into like a tin board where it has all these old Lionel logos. I really do like the one from the 115th and the 100th anniversary. Easily the best. But yeah, you get QR code there. History. Still trying to find a good price for that J1, although I'm not willing to pay $2,000 for it. But yeah, here we go. Start of the 125th anniversary with the 700E Hudson for a Vision Line product. Now, knowing me, if you grew up in the early 2000s, you probably saw a little channel, or not a little channel, a little video series called the I Love Toy Trains. I'm pretty sure a lot of people grew up with that. And like I said, a lot of the trains that they're shown in there, I really want to get, as shown in this page of 10 and 11. I always wanted a Commodore Vanderbilt. I wasn't willing to pay the $1,500 model that they showed in the actual video series, but you know, that's just me. And I was blessed to hear that they were reissuing this model, but there's a bit of a caveat with that. It's just, oh, whoops. I'm gonna jump to the 700E page. I think okay, never mind. It's a little, all right, here we go, I'll just do this. This is a model of the 700E, not a J1 scale Hudson. And the 700E definitely did not have the crazy amount of detail to match an actual J1. But for 1937, I say it was really goddamn good. But when it comes to this model, it's, even though that it actually is a new shell, because I believe the original model was standard units and everything else that we do nowadays is a metric. And I would assume it would be impossible to put a standard shell on a metric chassis. But even though this is new, god damn, it's just missing some things, dude. Like, all right, one thing before I should just get it out of the way is the price. $1,700 for this damn thing. So pretty much $1,800. I love the gold one. I will admit, I love the gold color on this. It is absolutely amazing. Okay, I guess that's how it's gonna go. I love the gold color on it. It is perfect in every sense of the imagination. But here's the problem with it. That I'm not paying $2,000 for a Vision Line engine that doesn't even have a swinging belt or a blowdown steam effect. It's literally just a Commodore Vanderbilt shell over the 700E shell, not shell chassis. So there's nothing special about it. It really isn't. I don't like this one, even though that Lionel has actually made this in the past before, as well as the red one. Also, that paint scheme is disgusting. I hate it badly. But that's just me. And then this is actually pretty good. I actually do like this price, even though I'm never gonna pay for one because I'm not spending that much money on a massive steam engine. But the $1,400 is still very expensive for a turbine, but they haven't done the turbine since 2014. But so you know, that's just me. Also, that is not an all-new product, and neither is this. Nope. God. There we go. Nope. Other way. And I don't really like these Atlantic style engines. A Scout, dude, that's the biggest insult to the Scout series I've ever seen. So the passenger cars here, I do not like. Now this is actually what I do like. I love this style of this Hudson. It is referencing the 763E from a pre-war freight set. If it's this exact color, I actually will never get it because it's actually wrong. I feel like, because it looks like a really light, really like middle of the grayish with like a green tint to it. I think that's ugly, but I love the Vanderbilt style tender with it. But I can't say that like the rolling stock because that's not good either. The ugly truck side frames for these is just nasty. Absolute travesty. But I will give some credit. I do like the Trainmaster set here, but I do not like that how they had the 3472 style. Not on a 3472. It's the more larger 6464 size milk car that they just put in here, but it's a hot box reefer. Just make it a milk car. Also, I love the I love the caboose there. I would actually pay for that caboose by itself. I would really get it, but I'm not getting this set though. Alright, keep going on. Now this is what that drew me to the goddamn walls for this. They're actually, oh my god, they're bringing back, at least not bringing back, they're doing conventional sets. I love it. I don't see the price tag seeing this because I think it's way too expensive. Even with the automatic, even with the automatic dumb car, the price is not there. Also, at least they're bringing back the old post-war truck side frames. Even with that caboose style, it looks terrible with it. Also, God, that train is expensive. And I do like the crane here, but I don't need to spend $450 for another one. My original one is good enough. I don't like these box cars either. I'm just going to gloss over it. Terrible designs, like I was saying. Kind of like the station, but $55. Nope. The puzzle... I actually know someone who got the puzzle for like $6, or at least got it from a guy who says that they have it. It could be a scam though, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. Pens are cool, but I do find pretty funny that they don't show prices on any of these. I actually have this original ornament that Hallmark made. I believe it showed the not the 400E, the 263E, or at least the engine the engine that they made the Blue Comet in O gauge. Okay, and then the Texas Special F3. I think well, the reason that they have two F3s I think is stupid, to make it more interesting, because you had the General down here. You had it looks like an RS11 on top there, which I don't think Lionel ever made a model of. And then this 263. And then, yeah, that was Final Touch. No. Oh, man. It sucks, dude. I don't like this, dude. I really don't. An original J3 Hudson is not that price. It's not that price. These designs, oh boy. These paint schemes are actually, I do admit this one down here is pretty cool. I do like it. God, ugh. I do like the paint scheme on it. It is really cool. It reminds me of the Greyhound 700E Vision Line original model that they made this for. And I love that. I love the color, but I just feel like it looks like a military color. If it's actually like that, I'm gonna flag it a little bit more because I don't like it. Also, I love these water scoop PT style tenders. They're so dope. That is probably it's just the whole reason why I got one at HO, so it could kind of match the Niagara that I got with the Overland Limited set. At least I'm pretty sure it is. It looks the exact same, but it just doesn't look good with this model, dude. The tender is way too detailed to be behind a 700E reissue. Like, dude, no. Pacemaker one is fine. The Toronto, Hamilton, Buffalo, no. Passenger cars are fine, nothing to brag home about. Regular one, I don't really like that. The letters on there, even though that is prototypical, I believe, I think it is. I just don't like it. If they screw up the color on this model, I'm gonna be so pissed. Because, admittedly, back in the 90s when they had the silver Vanderbilt, it was bad, but it was a good kind of bad. Like, it's something that I would say is a good model, even that the paint color is wrong. This is like in the middle of the charcoal black and the gray, silverish. This thing is nasty. I really don't like it. The features with this is just not good. Okay, one, there should not be a swinging bell effect because it, oh my god. Okay, great now. Hold on. Now with this, there's a lot more problems with it now because we're actually given the features list here. If I can zoom in. So this engine it doesn't have anything cool because it has the standard Vision Line features: force coupler, kinematics, steam, dialogue, crew talk. So come on, the only extra feature is the swinging bell. But with that, it's actually impossible because swinging bell feature on a streamlined engine, you're not gonna see it. You're not gonna see the swinging bell because there's a shrouding on it. And the bell is gonna be like somewhere on the side there, like right there probably. It's not good. And even if you can see it, they're gonna change up the style. They're gonna change the entire left part of the shell if they're actually gonna feature and physically show the swinging bell effect. Even with the with the Dreyfuss Hudson, that was a model they did a while ago, but that wasn't a Vision Line. It didn't have the row specific dialogue, but I think it had the kinematic and the force coupler effect. And even going farther back with the GS series, even though technically that's like I consider like a half streamlined engine, but even with all the 6 variants of the GS 1 through 6, it had cool features with it. And I think it was cheaper than this model here. There's just nothing going towards this model. The price is just not. Also, this makes me super cringed. $3,600 for a 6-car passenger set, and the only thing pulling it is a Vision Line Hudson. What the hell? Also, these cars are not even that interesting. 2 station sounds, dining cars, different numbers. Are you kidding me? You kidding me? Really? Also, I found this. There's nothing special about this diesel. There's nothing special. This is what I'm actually pissed off about. End of train device on a Vision Line auto rack. The sound of 64 LEDs is simulating an automobile alarm sound. $350 a hear a car alarm. 64 of them. Actually, maybe like 16. I don't know. I'm just so pissed off about that. Now this I do like. I really do like these. These are cool. I really dig this daylight paint scheme that they got going on here, but I kind of like the Tuscan red. It reminds me of the S1 that they did a while ago. This one, the Greenbrier, love the C&S tender. It reminds me of the Yellow Belly, like big time. That one, it's fine. It's okay. If you really want like an S1, I'd say, I'm sorry, S2, I'd say just go for the Pennsylvania standard one. Or if we jump back a little bit, you could opt for the anniversary model, which is the 671 numbering. Even with that, that's pretty cool. I do like it. And then this is not an all new product. This Heisler is not brand new. They've done this in, I believe, 2019 and 2020 as a 4-car disconnect freight set for I believe $1,700. Same price for this engine, or I think it was like $1,600. Are you kidding me? These prices for such a tiny little steam engine is gonna give you a divorce. Like I'm telling you right now. This one, I'll say the exact same thing. Big, massive price for a model that they released a while ago for a release, I believe around $700 to $650. Now at $1,000. That's gonna put divorce in the coffin of your relationship. Standard diesels, I think they're cool. It's just that they're just too basic, whatever. Now this one, Trainmaster is kind of cool. $650. I do like the Chicago Northwestern and the Milwaukee Road one. This is interesting. Listed on the features, this engine can do 031. I'm really confused why it's 054, unless they have the kinematic drawbar here, where I believe it's just the entire step stools here are just stationary on the model and they don't actually pivot with the truck. Now, if that changes the minimum curve, I can see that happening. It would be cool, but I don't know if it's really worth $650, considering you can actually get a model of a Trainmaster for about $200 with TMCC. GP35. I think the model that I really want Lionel to do is the GP38. I think they did that in like 2000 or something. They never brought that thing back. These are cool. I kind of do like this weathered one here. It's like a Union Pacific and a Southern Pacific. And it's all right. It's just that these engines are like are riddled with completely nothing new. And also, I find this funny. You pay $500 to hear someone snore. Like, are you serious? There's nothing special about this car. It's just sound effects. Are you serious? This one, how can you even fit that on a train? Because if the pole for this firework, at least I'm assuming it is, because that's not a rocket, that's a firework. If the pole is out that far and the coupler is right at the body, or at least the cone shape of it, how are you going to connect that to the train? Or at least into the front of it? It looks like it's even worse. I don't like it. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if that's a Vision Line car right there. Standard box cars, standard hoppers, standard tank cars, standard box cars. And then this is where I'm like really concerned at the motives for Lionel. $700 for a not even scale product, a regular traditional O gauge Pacific with Lion Chief. Now granted, it is the plus 2.0, but still, what are you doing? These are just beyond concerning. $900 for an AA set of I assume it's the original F3s. Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah, it is the original F3s. Now it does have the TMCC compatibility, which I do like. It does do 031. It's just make it conventional. Like just make these conventional. What happened to these? Now this is where I actually started to now I'm just heavily concerned. This is not what Lionel was. This is not Lionel pricing. $1,000, $1,100 for a 4-pack of these streamlined passenger cars. These are not the scale power cars. These are the original. I believe these are the traditional post-war 2600 series aluminum cars, unless it's the 2500 series. I might be wrong. But what is going on at HQ? This is not right. This is not what pricing is. I know these cars were made in like the very early 2000s or late 90s. Even they had station sounds here. I can get this car for like $150 to $200 tops. $400 for that. And it's just a gimmick. It's just a gimmick car. Like, you're not going to be using this 24/7. Like, I know a guy that bought a set of station sounds, 2 station sound dining cars for a Union Pacific. I believe it was like a custom paint that he got with some train store that he did business with. But even then, he only used the cars like once or twice, and then they just sit rotting on a shelf. Like, come on. Like, no one's going to pay this stuff. No one's going to pay for these. I have these cars. They look almost exactly like my streamlined passenger cars. I know that because the underframe on the car and the star on it, because it looks like a star, that looks exactly like my streamlined passenger cars. And even then, I got them for way less than $300. Sorry about the cut. I think my camera got froze up for a sec. Alright. I just don't like these prices. They're not good. But this is what I found kind of interesting. Traditional O-gauge battery-powered sets. Now, if these are true O-gauge, then I say hate that. That's not Thomas. I'm just gonna say that right now. I grew up with Thomas. That's not Thomas. I don't like that. No one likes Barbie, especially a set like that. But if these are true O-gauge, then somebody says that I would actually say they're not bad pricing, because then you could just get them regularly, add them to your O-gauge fleet, and for what, passenger set with $150, freight set, the same price, that's not bad. Although I do think the designs are pretty goofy. Like, why have a caboose at the end of a passenger train? It's not something stupid. Just give it an observation car. And the freight cars here, they're nice. So what's going on with I can't show it in the front, all of it in the frame. Like, what is up with that box car? Like, that box car's couplers are way too far inwards. So I do like the original, I believe that's a 90s era extended vision caboose, at least dual-sided. I love those cabooses. It's like a caboose where you get like 1 or 2 in them, and like, that's fine. You don't need any more. They're not O scale, but for O gauge, I think they're pretty cool with the larger engines that pulls them. Then you got the Polar Express. I think this is really cool. The same price for $150, and they actually have an observation car this time. No caboose. It looks great. It looks pretty close to the original, and nothing bad about it. Hogwarts Express. I don't like Harry Potter, but you know, that's just me. And then you got the electric O-gauge sets. Who's gonna buy this Navy set? Who? They're not realistic. They're not good looking. And especially the crane on it, it looks garbage. And these sets are just, they've been riddled so many times over and over again. Also, I do like how they brought back the cleaning car, which I believe was from the post-war era. I don't know if they did a 90s model of it though. This 080 switcher, I'm just turning to a broken record because it's just nothing cool here anymore. It's just not. It's a very ambitious catalog with cool scale reissues of some trains, but God, with these prices, like, come on, what are you doing? And then where is that? And then you got RS3s. You can get an RS3 for about maybe $120 on trains.com. Conventional with 2 can motors and no lion sheath gimmick for way cheaper than $230. Star Wars, I'm not gonna go into it because I don't want to be slammed with a copyright strike against them. All I'm gonna say is that there's Superman, Batman, all this stuff. If you're gonna get a license set, just go with a Polar Express, or at least anything licensed for that matter. Also, I never grew up on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, but where's the red trolley? Do the trolley. Don't do this box car or a mail car. Do the little red trolley. Nope. Interesting design, the concept, but reality, no. Kind of like these auto racks, even though there's O-gauge, not O-scale. Kind of like the truck, but no. But I can say pass with the John Deere color on it. Railroad Museum boxcars, Orange Blossom. I got Railroad Museum, Pennsylvania. I mean, they're fine, nothing crazy. It's just standard freight cars. Alien stuff. Who's actually gonna buy this and say, I'm gonna make an alien themed railroad? No one's gonna do that. It's stupid. No, I just don't like these holiday themed stuff. If it's gonna be a holiday theme, Polar Express, maybe a Polar Express themed freight car or something, but that's it. I can't go any further with this stuff. I can't get the scale Polar Express picture because it doesn't look like the book or the movie engine. Also, I kind of like the glow in dark color. If this was the standard color for the Vanderbilt, I would say that's pretty cool. Flying Dutchman's, no. A bunch of standard stuff. Really, a trailer, dude. Making a normal trailer with some with some bullet hole windows on it. That would be a real trailer. I do like the drivers on this model. I do think they're cool, but they're not the skull. They're not the. I think it's the skull and disc drivers. What the actual model of the engine had. I believe that's the same wheels are on the actual Dreyfus. But you know, that's just me. Bland, really. It's just Pennsylvania Railroad on it instead of Peppermint Railroad. Really. It's just nothing cool. Nothing cool. Also, that's actually kind of, that's a good depiction of a Christmas themed trailer. I like it. Beach trailer. Lose the surfboards and that pool ring there, you got yourself a winner. More realism. Also, before I go any further, they increased the price on this. I believe it was originally $450. Now it's $600. The damn thing doesn't even work with Android. I'm telling you that right now. I'm not getting a base 3. I'm sticking with a legacy. If anything, I might just get another legacy remote. Not a cab one, like an actual full-blown legacy remote, because this system is bad. It's still an alpha stage product. It should not be out in the market yet. It's just not good. And you got your powerhouses here, and nothing on this page have prices. Nothing. It's a big scam and a half. It's really not good because you're misleading your customers thinking that it's going to be a good and overwhelmingly priced item. Not this. This is not what it's supposed to be. I don't like it. This is stuff from old catalogs. I mean, it's fine, whatever. Nothing crazy. But yeah, that's it. There's nothing crazy with the catalog. Then you keep going, looking at prices on the American Flyer stuff, systems, and then that's it. So all in all, I think this is a very weird catalog. It's highly ambitious, don't get me wrong, but there's lots of problems with it. Not amazing models, definitely not good prices. The only moderately priced item in the entire catalog is these turbines. Like, come on. Like, I think the turbine is a really cool model. I love the post-war one. I love the modern one that they did in 2014. And I think the price is, I think, the exact same from when it was released around the time period. So even that's a moderately priced item. But still, this catalog has nothing redeemable about it. Do not get the Vision Line Commodore Vanderbilt. It's time for Vision Line to go. They're just slapping the name on literally any sort of engine and rolling stock just so it could be considered fancy. Dude, they've been making this stuff since the 2000, and they didn't call it Vision Line. Look at those Joshua Lionel Collins series, the JLCs. Those were amazing engines, cheaper than actually this Vision Line Hudson, and it had road specific dialogue. I believe it had, even though it was a little bit less underdeveloped, I think it was still TMCC with Rail Sounds 5. I'm not sure if it was Legacy or not. But still, I know they're on their Allegheny that they put out for that series. $16.50, I'm seeing it moderately priced, and that's one of the higher prices I've seen. That is cheaper than this hunk of garbage here. If you want a Commodore Vanderbilt, go for the original one from the 96 catalog. Just go buy it. It's so much more worth it than this hunk of poop. I have more words to say, but I don't want to get crazy with the cuss words. But that's gonna be my opinion on this. If you think otherwise, let me know down in the comment section. But yeah, that's just gonna wrap it up for this video. I just want to put my little due diligence on this catalog because I just feel like someone's got to. I feel like I just have to put my name on it and say, hey, this is not good. But that's gonna wrap it up for today. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon, yada yada yada. Y'all know that already. And I'll try to come out with a video maybe in a month or so, but I'm not sure. I'll see what I can do. But anyways, this is gonna be the Northwestern Central Railroad signing off. Have a very, very nice day.